What happens when stealth is the only option, and one mistake means everything falls apart? Thick As Thieves drops you into a world built entirely around shadows, strategy, and outsmarting your enemies rather than facing them head on. Set in an alternate city where magic and industrial technology collide, the game focuses on high-stakes heists where every moment, every sound, and every decision can change the outcome of the mission. So with that being said, let's get into it. You play as an inspiring thief who arrives in Calican, in an alternate history Scottish city where magic and early industrial technology exist side by side. From the start, your goal is simple: earn a place in the famed Thieves Guild by taking on dangerous contracts and proving you can operate in a city built on the secrets and power. Your first major heist centers around stealing the Vistra Diamond, a job that serves as both a test and your entry point into the city's underworld. However, what begins as a simple assignment quickly escalates into something far more complex. After the heist, you are drawn into a web of political struggle, hidden agendas, and family intrigue centered around the influential Eway family. As you complete more contracts, you begin to uncover a larger conspiracy that blends magic, class control, and the future of Calican itself. The story doesn't rely heavily on cutscenes. Instead, it lets the world, missions, and environmental details do most of the heavy lifting, encouraging you to piece together what's really going on. The overall presentation of Thick As Thieves is good, but not quite great. The game uses a cartoonish art style rather than a realistic one, which gives it a distinctive look that feels lighter and more accessible than most stealth games. While it may not complete with high-end visual fidelity, the style helps with the game standing out and maintain its own identity. Calican itself is a strong setting, mixing a stealth-era architecture with magic-infused environments that makes each area feels unique and purposeful. The sound design is solid with clear and consistent audio feedback with movement, climbing, running, and stealth actions. Everything you do has sound indications that feed directly into the gameplay loop. The music is built around suspense and tension, which fits perfectly with the constant risk and reward nature of Heists. On PC, performance is very strong with frame rates ranging between 60 to 120 frames per second, depending on your hardware that you are using, and the settings resulting in a smooth and responsive experience.
I thought I heard something over here.
The gameplay is where Thick As Thieves defines itself. This is a pure stealth experience with no traditional combat system. Every encounter is about positioning, timing, and using your environments to avoid detection. A visual system tracks how exposed you are, while sound mechanics control how much noise you make when moving through the environment. If you are detected, you are pushed into escape-based gameplay using distractions, tools, or movement to break the line of sight and reset the situation. Before each mission, you can choose between two different thief roles. On one role, it actually focuses on mobility using a grappling device to access higher areas, expanded routes, and explore the environment vertically. The other role relies on magical disguises that allows you to blend into enemy groups and move through restricted areas without being detected. The system gives players some flexibility in how they approach missions. You can also have access to a range of gadgets and magical tools throughout the game. These include distractions, security disruption devices, vision blockers, and remote interaction tools. When used properly, these tools allow for creative stealth solutions and multiple ways to complete objectives. The game also supports co-op play, which introduces team-based heists where players can split objectives, create distractions, and support each other during escapes. While co-op is fun, it leans more towards casual team play rather than deep system-driven coordination. The biggest issue with Thick As Thieves is the lack of content variety. With only 2 main locations available at launch, missions start to feel repetitive once you become familiar with guard routes and map layout. This impacts long-term replay value and reduces the sense of discovery over time. Another problem is the limited PC customization options. Important features like field of view sliders, full keybind rebinding, and a precise mouse sensibility options are missing or simplified, which limits player control over the experience. Movement also needs refinement. Climbing, vaulting, and general navigation can feel heavy or slightly inconsistent, which doesn't always match the fast thinking required for stealth gameplay. The mission structure can also be restrictive and feel restrictive, with time-based contracts and extraction phases doesn't always allow and always flow naturally after a stealth failure. When detected, escape sequences can become chaotic rather than strategic, which breaks the flow of carefully planned heist. Some enemy behaviors and system interactions can also feel unpredictable at times, which can lead to frustrating moments during otherwise clean runs. Lockpicking and certain interaction systems also feel slow and repetitive, interrupting the pacing of stealth gameplay. While co-op is present, it doesn't always demand strong communication or deep team coordination, which limits its long-term depth. Overall, some systems still feel like they are in development, which is expected for the current state of the game. When it's all said and done, Thick As Thieves is a game with a strong core idea that still needs refinement. The stealth system, world design, and co-op structure all provides a solid foundation that can be very engaging when everything works as intended. However, limited content, rough movement systems, and a lack of polish holds it back from reaching its full potential. With more locations, improved controls, and deeper systems, this could easily evolve into a much stronger experience. For now, it's a good concept that still needs more time and content to fully shine. For that, I give Thick As Thieves a 3 out of 5. Thank you for tuning into the Gamer Section, your home for independent gaming reviews, impressions, and coverage. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe for more reviews and gaming content.